Okay, so this video is a quick recap of subtracting or taking away. It can also be known as the difference between. So if you're looking for the difference between two numbers, you can take the smaller one away from the larger number and that will give you the difference. So taking away, again, I'm going to put the column headings, hundreds, tens, units, and we're going to keep working with whole numbers, so there'll be no need for the decimal point and the columns after that. So hundreds, tens and units, let's have 502. So I've got my numbers in the columns, the 5 for 500, nothing in the tens column, so we can't just leave it blank, we need a 0 there. That's known as a placeholder. When you've got zeros, it's a placeholder to show that that column is there, but there's nothing in it. So we've got 0 in the tens column, 2 in the units. So 502. Take away. So we need our takeaway sign. Let's take away 234. I'm going to make this a bit trickier because we're actually going to be taking away numbers from lower numbers above and reminding ourselves what happens in that instance. So there's our line. We're going to be putting the answer underneath the line. So again, we're going to start in the units column, always over here. We've got our digits carefully in the right columns, so we know where we are. Working quite big so that I'm not going to get confused when I'm starting to work out on here. If you go too small, like sometimes the case, you get yourself mixed up because you haven't got enough space for when you're crossing out numbers and borrowing, and you completely confuse yourselves. So do go big, there's no problem. You're working on paper, doing answers on a test, there's usually plenty of space so that you can work with bigger numbers and not confuse yourself. So we're going to start in the units, always starting over here, or subtraction. We've got a 2, take away 4. So if we've got 2 of something, we can't actually take 4 away from it because we haven't got enough. So we're going to go into the next column, the tens column, but we've got nothing in it. Okay, so we need to keep going over until we find something we can use. So we've got a 5 here in this column. So we're going to cross out the 5 and we're going to put a 4. And then the one that we've taken is going over here. So now in the tens column, we've actually got 10. 1, 0, 10. So if we go back to where we were, don't forget where you came from, we've got 2 and we need more. So now that we've got 10 in the tens column, we can use that. So we're going to cross out that 10 now. And it becomes 9. This is why you really need lots of space so you don't confuse yourselves. Now we've got 9, and that one that we borrowed from the 10 here is going here. So now I've actually got 12 take away 4. So 12 take away 4 is 8. Okay, and put our 8 in the answer box. In the tens column, we've now got 9, remember? 9 take away 3, 6. And then in the hundreds column, 4 take away 2 is 2. And our answer is 268. Simple. But just remember, work big so that you don't confuse yourself when you've got things like this going on. If you're going too small with your numbers in the first place, you're going to get completely lost. So do give yourself enough space.